in the end. And we would also like to keep it very engaging. So please join in our polls and quizzes throughout the event. So for the ice-breaking session, we'll just have a very small quiz. You'll be seeing the quiz on your screens. Please try to answer it. Think and answer correctly. Let's see how much do you know your brands. It's a pretty good result. A lot of them have given the correct answer. It's good to see so many people know about the brands. Okay, so we'll start with the she-commerce, a little bit introduction about the she-commerce program. It's a 16,000 plus member community that was launched in partnership with Myntra in 2024. We bring together students, emerging professionals, and entrepreneurs to learn and grow with the digital commerce space in this. We have tailored learning solutions for students and entrepreneurs, facilitated internships and exclusive exposures to visits at Myntra office to learn directly and connect with the industry leaders. We've also launched MynShakti One program very successfully by onboarding 20 businesses on the Myntra platform, providing them with curated online learning sessions, practical resources, and dedicated relationship manager support. To build and continue this momentum, we are thrilled to launch MynShakti 2.0 program today to even bring more entrepreneurs on the digital marketplace. Before we start and dive into the session, I would really request Madhura to talk about this amazing collaboration.
Thank you so much, Malshri. The partnership with Myntra has indeed been very, very special for us. And especially within that, within the she-commerce community, the MynShakti initiative has been very close to our heart. Because entrepreneurs today are job creators, not just job seekers. And we feel very thrilled to be able to open up these new doors to entrepreneurs. It would be quite difficult and daunting for them to actually navigate the entire process of getting onboarded onto Myntra, onto a reputed platform like Myntra. And MynShakti exactly demystifies that. And it ensures that they have all the resources, all the support, and all the cheerleading in the world to actually open up that door for them. So we are very excited. And thank you so much to the amazing Myntra team for all their support. And this is truly, truly legacy building that we are doing in the space of the women's economy. So thank you so much. Really, really looking forward to MynShakti 2.0. 2.0 being the most important word over here. It's only when you have a great program, you actually come back for more. And it's actually a very happy moment for us that in MynShakti, we are coming back for more. Thank you so much, Myntra team. And thank you to the fantastic panelists today. I'm really looking forward to the conversations. And Apurva, Ayushi, and Ajay. And I hope that there will be a lot that the community will take back. And this will hopefully be the beginning of a new chapter for them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madhura. Thank you. Thank you. So I would start with introducing Apurva Goel, who's the business head in e-commerce at Panchanan International Private Limited. Apurva is a seasoned leader with over a decade of experience in scaling fashion and lifestyle brands. At Panchanan International, a leading retail and e-commerce solution, Apurva has built Panchanan's e-commerce division into a powerhouse partner for major marketplaces like Myntra, Amazon, and Nykaa. She leads online operations for 12 plus global iconic brands like Jack and Jones, Vero Moda, Only Night, and Triumph. Apurva is also helping in traditional offline brands transition successfully into the digital world using data driven insights and high efficiency fulfillment. Apurva, we are really glad to have you today on our
Thank you
webinar.
so much. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you.
I would also introduce Ayushi Agrawal. who's the co-founder of Aoba, and she is a creative force and successful entrepreneur. She is the co-founder of Aoba, a brand that many of you may recognize for its standout appearance in the Shark Tank India. She's a graduate of NIFT and University of Arts of London. She specializes in lingerie and intimate wear design. With over 9 years of experience, she has become a leader in the swimwear and loungewear categories. Under her leadership, Aoba has emerged as a category leader on Myntra and has successfully scaled cross platforms like Agio, Amazon, and Nike. She's an expert at building design led brands that grow quickly and efficiently in digital space. Ayushi, I really, really welcome you and looking forward to, to your insights for the team.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
I would also like to introduce Ajay Balapalli, Associate Director at Myntra. Ajay is a techno functional leader who specializes in building the digital systems and processes that make large scale retail and supply chain work smoothly. With an expertise across e commerce, fashion, and FMCG, he is a true expert in operational excellence. And Ajay has been the key driver of phase one MynShakti program and also the force behind this MynShakti 2.0 program. I would also introduce Shuchi Smita Singh from the Myntra team. She's the deputy director at Myntra. Shuchi Smita is a seasoned business leader with deep understanding of how products reach and succeed in the hands of customers. With a background spanning both e-commerce and FMCG sectors, she brings a wealth of expertise to our session today. Her expertise also includes category management, growth strategy, and collaborative leadership. So, with this, I would like to hand over the session and not wasting any more time to Suchi Smita and Pooja to continue with a fireside chat. Over to you, Suchi Smita.
Thank you. Thanks, Malshri. So, Suchishmita and I will have some questions that we have garnered through multiple conversations which we have had with MynShakti entrepreneurs earlier. And we wanted to ensure that we were able to also talk about or highlight what Myntra offers to sellers who work with us. So I'll take a couple of questions, and I would also want Suchishmita to highlight on the things which Myntra does to support women entrepreneurs and in sellers in general. So my first question is to both of you, and we can start with you, Ayushi, which is if you can share something about your journey, how it's been about the stage your business was when you took the decision to get onboarded on Myntra, and also walk us through some of the biggest challenges that you were facing at that point of time.
Thank you so much, Pooja. It's a very interesting story, I must say. We were just 3 months in business, and my co-founder is my younger sister, right? And it was a restarted of the journey. Like she was right out of college. I was a graduate, like right out of my first job, and we started this business. And Myntra team reached out because of our Instagram presence that we had that point of time, and they were so intrigued about the designing, the theory, and everything that we had. Couple of months later, we were live on Myntra. Now the catch is we were newly, freshly minted entrepreneurs who do not know what is in front of us. That means everything was a challenge for us. Let it be logistics, marketing, the navigating of a huge platform. At that point of time, we were just shopping on Myntra, but we did not know how the background would work. So I would say we learned everything, every small integrity that comes in running a business, being on a platform like Myntra. And we were very small at that point of time in such a big category. And we started our journey from absolute zero. And each and every step has been so overwhelming, but yet the way you be consistent and learn from the mistakes, double down on what you have been doing, has been the journey till today.
Thank you, Ayushi, for sharing that. And we'll deep down a little more in further questions. Apurva, over to you. Would love to know about your journey and your challenges as well.
Thank you so much, Pooja. I think my journey is a bit different here. I started with Myntra as well as my e-commerce journey back in 2016-17, when India itself was basically starting to see the e-commerce wave. So I have actually not built a business with e-commerce. It has like happened to me, and the journey right from where its initial amateur stages, when marketplace and PPMP was not a big thing, when we started and onboarded Myntra. I come from a business which has been traditionally more retail and offline. and the way you do a business offline retail versus the way you do it online is completely 180-degree different. So the online journey is something that we started with Myntra, and everything that I've learned about doing e-commerce business, how to do work on data, how to do inventory management, how to plan everything as per customer expectations, which is so different from the way online customer expects versus the offline customer expects, has all been very, very properly learning that has happened through Myntra. And this is where I think being one of the first sellers and aggregators on Myntra portal, the way the category managers have like held our hand and like really taken us through the e-commerce space and ecosystem, that is a big shout out to Myntra for us to be able to understand how to set up systems, how to set up the operational excellences to be able to manage the more everyday demanding dispatch and return system that e-commerce space has.
Okay, okay. So Apurva, just diving a little bit further into that, you said that you're an aggregator and you manage multiple brands, uh, and about Myntra's support as well. Could you elaborate on some of the tools or features, some of the dashboards which have helped you in your businesses most effectively?
So the Myntra Partner Portal backend dashboard has been really useful in understanding data-driven the style IDs that are working for us. What style IDs brokenness is something that is causing the sale funnel to break down. The SMU project for sure, I think, is the one project that I will definitely say it was. I think we were the first aggregators to start an SMU for a brand UCV that we were doing, and SMU as a project was came into picture on Myntra with us. So the entire way I was really blown away by how data was being used to design fashion. Like that was something that we hadn't seen before. So I think that is a big shout out, a tool that I could see. Then Myntra was able to take out data and use it and funnel it to understand and predict demand, predict trends, and actually make a fashion driven line that you could almost say for sure that 70 to 80% sell through can happen there. The price points, the silhouettes, the colors, the categories, everything was something that Myntra was able to give to us as tool, and that was something that really worked out well for us. The business scale went amazingly high. Apart from that, I think the financial reports and the accuracy of it and the detailing in which I get from Myntra tools, it lets me really, really funnel down where my leaks are. How can I make profit better? How exactly can I like fashion intuitively offline has been more about, oh, you predict what happens. Myntra does not predict. Myntra tells through data that this is what has been happening and this is what shall happen. And I think that's the biggest advantage that Myntra tools did end up giving me.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Apurva, for shedding a lot of light on how Myntra, being a tech first and an enabled business, worked with the sellers. Are usually any favorite tool that Myntra, or something that you really worked on the tools front or the features front when you're working with Myntra, that you would want to share?
I will just add on to what Apurva said. It is factually true. And personally talking, I never take Myntra as a fashion portal anymore. I just take it as a tech platform because you guys have made it a benchmark for other platforms to catch up with. The preciseness of every report that we get, especially when it comes to the cash flow, because when a founder's entire job is just not about doing the fancy stuff of the fashion brand. It is also about keeping it cash flow heavy, making the predictability of the funds to make the business run the way it is supposed to, right? And I enjoy the accuracy of the accountancy that is there. Like, I do not have to worry about the payout mechanism, I don't have to worry about the inaccuracies in the payout, whereas other platforms we have to be running behind and asking if there are delays or not. This is the one of the key features I appreciate. Like, my finance team is the happiest with you guys, I can definitely say that. And coming to the different part of it, as Apurva again mentioned, that we create fashion with data, right? Being a founder, you need to learn, like, you have to make multiple mistakes to make the right decisions, because you do not know at times what would work, what would not, because D2C works in a different manner, and e-commerce platform marketplace works in a very different manner. And we have definitely doubled down on the things which have worked for us, right? And those things that have worked for us were not just reflecting in terms of sales, they were even reflecting in terms of the data that was given to us, the ASPs, the groups margins, the colors, the combinations, the patterns. And that definitely helped our design team even to verify their forecasts, right? So working on something and having a validation with data gives you more confidence to deep dive into inventory and into your marketing initiatives. So yeah, that's what your tech platform has been working very well for us, definitely.
Yeah, good to know. But it also talks about, I think, your proclivity and insistence to look into data and work with the Myntra team uh, in a very effective manner. Also, would that be one of your, advice to a lot of budding women sellers or to sellers in general to maybe have more data-driven insights when it comes to driving the businesses that they want to do with Myntra? Or has it something that you have built in over a period of time?
Pooja, I would say it's both.
Hmm.
Because even if you understand how the data is working, you will have to you have to take the certain decision and take certain steps to understand that once you interpret the data and you convert it into your design theory in your product, it is working or not. And it is
Mhm.
a constant process. Like the data is just not gonna give you the success right out there. And that
Correct.
is where the PAM team comes in. Like I would say we were one of the first groups of brands who were into PAM team while they were testing their entire theory. And I think we have not left their hands since then. I think
Mhm.
Suchi will vouch for it. She's like, Ayush is always behind me. She will not leave me even if she's on a vacation because whatever we do, you need a internal intervention, a human touch to it. The data needs to be navigated through the organization to actually come out as a right success, right? And that is needed. And definitely, as you mentioned, it is more about consistency and to and fro and making the wrong decisions, because with the right data we have definitely made a lot of wrong decision and sat down, okay, now what should we do? Okay, let's just rework it again. So
Yeah,
it's the combination of both.
yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, so I would just like to add one thing here, Pooja. I mean, I was really amazed how passionate Ayushi was about her business. Okay, so I'll just give one short example. Okay, so during COVID, of course, the Ayushi manages the swimwear as a category, right? So of course, during COVID, there's a drop in sales, and I think me and Ayushi were struggling how to get back to the original sales number. Something was not happening, and because lots of stakeholders are sitting in the home, I'm not able to get together everything, not able to come on a decision. So I think I asked Ayushi that better you come down to Bangalore. And the next day 10 o'clock she called me, I'm in Bangalore office. I was like, really, you came down, like you flew within one night, right? And I think that turned the destiny of Edotish by Aoba actually. We sat down for 6 hours. It was a workshop. We put together all the stakeholders. Even we made designs. We called up marketing persons, and somehow the comeback happened. And that day actually I appreciated that how passionate someone can be about her brand. That she's like, I was not able to sleep throughout the night. The next day she just took a flight and came down to Myntra office. This is something really, really, that actually shaken me, Ayushi, and no problem with botheration on vacation, right? We all work like
So
that.
I personally feel the PAM team, especially Suchi, Ashutosh, Puneet at that point of time, they were such gem of people towards me because they knew she will irritate. Like she will make sure that, she gets her answer, and they have been patient. When it comes to a bond between a brand and a marketplace, it's very much needed. You are not building just a brand, you're building a relationship with the people who are running a marketplace. So it's a very humanly touched thing. We talk about so many things. Sometimes we have delayed things because things are not working fine with the people, those who are running the PAM thing for us. So even we wait. The way they give us the leverage, no. If you are here at 10 a.m., if I'm not, they make sure they will be there in like next 20 minutes, despite being said, Bangalore traffic is super bad.
yeah,
So they make sure of it. So it's more about
yeah,
relationships between both the parties.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I think Apurva, with Apurva also, I think I'll share another story. Yeah, Apurva, with Apurva, we used to work then along with the UCB brands, okay? And suddenly we got the mandate that we have to change the margin model to C plus L from CC, right? Remember Apurva? And I think by evening I had a literally, fight up with her that, of course the margin I'm proposing, she is not considering and all. And then I was like, I don't have time for now because I have to, close with another 20 brands. If you can do the working and prove me that I am wrong, then I'll definitely pitch your case. And I think By night, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, Apurva's mail comes to me with all the calculation, with all the aspects. So this is something I'm not going to make any money. This is the margin I need, Suchi. And I think I sent that note to my business finance at night only, and that person called me subah subah ki, what is this, man? I mean, you are not even letting me sleep. As like UCB is a very big brand, and if the my seller is saying that she needs this much of margin, I have to get it. So again, with both the ladies, I think I have always seen two three things: a passion, the energy, and the consistency. They will never leave, even there are ups and downs, but they'll never leave the ball. They are like, of course it's that their business, but I have not seen that with so many people, even with a male counterpart, I must say. But yeah, I think that's why they are here today. Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Suchishmita, adding to that, if you can give little more details on the personalized account management or the PAM program that we have, and like you very rightly mentioned on the overall passion that the women entrepreneurs carry and how Myntra helps them, it will be very fruitful for the audience as well as in how the program functions and how it helps in their overall journey.
Sure. Yeah. So this is for everyone. As we all know, the more we are growing in the Myntra, along with 20 plus K seller base, so it may or may not be possible for the category to increase the bandwidth to manage them. And here comes the paid account management team, wherein we try to handhold the account from the very first day. And we try to support with everything, every data centric analysis, irrespective it's the logistics, irrespective it's the marketing. We try to provide a proper framework. Within 3 months, we try to bring a brand to its original shape by correcting all the hygienes. Other than that, whatever is possible to our capacity, starting from an incentive to coupon, and also in terms of logistics, maybe the share of the business, maybe the speed of the business, the PAM team tries to take care of it. Typically, the PAM team, there is an account manager get designated to a particular account, and the WhatsApp group created. And my account managers are supposed to resolve all the queries within the stipulated timeline. It may or may not happen that within the timeline I'm able to resolve, but we at least try to respond with an expected ETA. And I think I started PAM in 2022 in October with 75 sellers. And currently I have around 1,200 sellers, and it's a phenomenal growth. I myself has never seen that this program will grow to this extent. And we do have branded portfolio like Tommy, CK, all these, even Raymond's, they have also taken PAM service. Because it's not only the hand holding, PAM team is there for even recommending this white space. I think Ayushi can tell, like, couple of times we have revised her catalog. I think now time has come to up sarong mein aao, ya फिर you come into cohorts or something like that. Those insights always PAM team. And whatever the Myntra partner portal is there, PAM team does a proper analysis and get it customized as per the brand. So of course there are few brands in PAM who just needs the hand holding, but the moment 3 months to 6 months happens, then the next set of journey happens, and the brand of course starts saying, "I need a GMV uptake and all." And of course in 94 to 95 cases, 95% cases, we have been able to grow the brand with the MRR uptake, the monthly run rate uptake. I think there the PAM team success lies. Also, I think whatever the tickets that the sellers register for any issues, PAM team does to solve it. It tries to solve it within at least the limited time period. That is also one of the green shoot that the PAM team always has. Okay. And yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to know more about PAM team, I mean, I can share my email ID and I can provide them the deck. But irrespective of PAM team or category, or as far as a Myntra, I think whatever tools we have available, we are trying to make it more democratized. I think that is where the beauty lies of Myntra.
Got it. Thank you so much, Sujishmita, for sharing the details. Now, coming to a little more interesting part, which is the marketing and the campaigns which Myntra does with sellers and independently as well. Anything which stands out for you, Ayushi, for you, Apurva, and how have those helped in building credibility for your brands and helped in your growth as well?
I think more in terms of marketing, I am very impressed by the PLA, the entire PLA dashboard and marketing campaign that has been designed by Myntra in the last couple of years. Earlier, we used to really rely on coordinating with category managers and able to get some homepage banners or some visibility in terms of display for which we could be able to see a spike in sales. But the actual democratization of the marketplace in which it has come down to you being able to manage your own campaigns, the way the PLA dashboard lets you select your specific style IDs, gives you reporting on the visibility data of everything, what impressions, clicks are going, what conversion ratio is happening. You really can now do a deep dive and not just earlier we used to do things on a more bird eye level, a macro level. That yes, we're making a catalog and then we make it live, and then 15 days to 30 days we see what are the best sellers, what are the non-best sellers, and then we push some discounts there, push some coupons there. Now it's like you can actually have a bigger control of what you want to push towards your people, what you think that the customers will like, and you can, instead of just letting it all out there, you just can do a more data driven insights on even what should be sold, what is selling, how can I plan my inventory management and base stock basis it so that I never run out of stock. Even things like being able to manage core styles and not just fashion styles, I think is something that the marketing campaigns have been able to make sure that the brands can do, which I think earlier was still a more like 6 month cycle. Now it has come down to a fast fashion monthly cycle because of the campaigns.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Ayushi,
think
you
Apurva has said everything that I would have said, but there's a slight difference when it comes to a homegrown brand like us. We are very much design-driven brand, then inventory-driven brand. That means we launch our designs first, we test the market, then we keep on creating inventory depending on our threshold. That being said, again, Myntra PLA actually changed the entire game for us. Earlier, it used to take a lot of time to put the products out there, see what are the sales, and then determine what will work more and double down on it. Right now, we just get the products live within a week. We just start the PLAs on it. We test and try what is working. Whatever is working goes down on inventory. What is not working just works out of sampling. And we test the product so fast. So it actually became a win-win situation for the platform and the brand, because as a brand, we can actually analyze the investment we want to do with the platform. We can scale on the investment because yes, the campaigns can multiply easily. And then gradually, obviously, marketplace is making money because brands are relying more on their marketing endeavors. So it's such a beautifully designed platform. And I love the fact that data is very precise. Again, we get the directs and the indirects, the impressions, the reach, and the most importantly, every funnel is clearly stated. I can see where my money is going. And post that, when we decide to put money on the home pages and everything, that is simply branding then. ROI driven marketing has become such an on point thing for a brand like us. It's like our most of our investment goes there, and then maybe 10% would be for branding. And because of this reason, I think Myntra fetches majority of our marketing investment, and other platform doesn't get it just because of this thing.
Sure, sure, Ayushi. Thank you for that. So, Jishmata would also want to understand from you on the best practices and what would be your advice to budding sellers and sellers who are on want to be on Myntra on the marketing and the PLA facets, which Ayushi and Apurva talked about.
I think regarding the marketing slash PLA, get the basics done in the first place. Okay, as we always say, PLA is like cementing. Okay, it cannot give you the immediate results. I think Ayushi and Apurva both will agree with me. It's a continuous thing that we need to do. Also, before running any PLA, just check whether the top sellers are there in your campaign or not. There should not be any cut size, and any means no cut size. Actually, there should not be any brokenness, and there should be enough inventory. These three things we always ask for the beginners. Okay, because couple of times we have seen that sellers are running the PLA campaign, but they are not getting the ROI. When we have done the deep dive, we have seen whether this was not a top sellers or not the inventory was there. Other than that, currently we do have a PLA recommendation feature also in the partner portal. For the beginners, it's actually working very nice. So we should start utilizing that.
Got it, got it. So I hope that gives a lot of insights on how marketing or the PLA works for Myntra and how it can help all the sellers that were working with us. Now, actually focusing on Ayushi and on Apurva as well, what's been one key business milestone that you were able to achieve with Myntra and something that you're really, really proud of? Ayushi, if you want to go first, you can, and
Yeah,
then
sure.
Apurva. Yeah.
So this milestone is not much for Myntra, but personally as well,
Yeah.
because milestones are very much made for your own validations or the confidence. I would say it was the mid of 2021. We got live on Myntra on I think 2019 December, and then COVID hit. We were closed for the entire year, and obviously, as new entrepreneurs, we didn't know what would happen. Once the market opened up, we had a very small category of swimwear at that point of time. I think we would have just like 20, 25 styles. Within a quarter, we shot up by 249%. And I was like, okay, what is this happening? And that is when you were initially testing the PAM idea, what is happening. And I was that time I was talking to the team members, and the Myntra team actually reached out to us for a success story. They were like, this is the growth that you have shown with the tiniest of the category, and this is why we want to know your story. And that point of time, me and my co-founder Anushka, we were sitting in a 2 BHK apartment with the entire team there and running the entire brand. And the team flew down from Bangalore to a city called Agra, and they heard our entire journey. They shot the entire journey for one of the initiatives that they were doing. Right. So when that particular small thing happens, it gives you a lot of validation and the confidence that what you are doing, the trust that you have for the brand, the feeling, the passion that you have is getting validated. And it gives you more fuel to, get up at night, take the flight and reach to Mintra's office 10 a.m. in the morning. Now you tell me what next has to be done. Those are the small milestones that Mintra has helped us achieve. And on like season 3 Shark Tank, when we were there, that was the first thing we actually said, that it's the Mintra is the grossing platform for us, and just not the platform which actually gave us the confidence to be here, because we were freshly minted entrepreneurs. We were struggling with so many things, and that small validation, the small confidence, the vindication that we got because of the Mintra program, that a success story, we were like, we will make it. It is gonna have its ups and downs, but yes, we will make it work.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayushi. Apurva, your key milestone.
Actually, the biggest milestone that I remember with Mitra is very similar to Ayushi. The milestones matter a lot more when you're beginning your journey, because that's when your confidence is at its lowest. You do not understand what is there. So, as I mentioned earlier, like Panchana International has been traditionally a offline business. So when we started online business, it was such a different world. Like in the offline business, you get stock order from distributors, you can send it within a week, or even if there's a delay, you can just tell the people that, okay, the stock is now gonna come next week. In the online ecosystem, it's like the order has hit a 9 a.m., it has to go by 12 or 2 p.m. There's a cutoff time, there are systems, there are SLAs, there are penalties and everything. It was a new world for me. So for me to be able to set up a new warehouse, set up the kind of operations that go as per that accurate systems, and then I think within the first year, and then the first brand that we started off with UCB, is within the first 3 months of operation, we were like the top 3 men's brands on Myntra, having that kind of volume. And I think there's a Myntra Tech Awards that happen every year, and we received the award for the highest performing accuracy partner on Myntra with 99.8% optimistic efficiency in being able to handle our warehouse operations. And I think that was quite a great milestone that finally gave me the confidence that I was 23-year-old when I started this, and it was like me being the only girl in a world of very old men. So that was like a very, very great confidence boost that you can also handle something like a warehouse when you're that young. And like Myntra really helped me do the things that the uh, conventional men could not do. And I think that the support that I never felt in Myntra, that, oh, you're a young girl and you don't know anything about like doing business, why are you here? I think it was always the confidence that really helped me set up the systems that I could. So I will always remember that milestone.
So proud to hear that as a Myntra employee here, Apurva and Ayushi. And I'm sure the business teams here are also very, very happy with the kind of experience that you've had. We are almost at the end of the session. So I would want to hear from both of you, what will be your one advice to the entrepreneurs who would want to get onboarded on a platform like Myntra and for them to grow?
Ayushi, why don't you take it first?
Thank you, Apurva. I always say that, and I believe that the more mistakes that you make actually shapes the right decisions, right? So, but when those right decisions are at the right platform like Myntra, it gets amplified. And that is the courage comes, like that's when the courage comes in you to actually do something good more again and again and double down on it. So I would just simply say, let the compound of failures be there to give you the interest of success, and the platform like Myntra will give you the boom and the visibility and the success to magnify right there.
Very true. Actually, I think my first advice to all entrepreneurs generally out there, specifically female entrepreneurs, is the so on similar lines to Ayushi. I feel like women tend to overthink a lot of things more than men do, and they need to be like 100% perfect before they even start anything. Like they will do 1 year of analysis and research before they're like, okay, I'm confident, and a man will just start. I think that is the one thing that we women need to just like start doing and have more confidence. Plus, there is no way for you to learn rather than just doing it in the marketplace. And rather than doing a 1 year research, if you make your mistakes on the marketplace and build publicly, that is a much faster way of doing things. Second thing, a big advice that I really want to give specifically for working on Myntra and marketplaces is Myntra is a very dynamic platform. Like things change every 3 months or 6 months, some systems changes, some ways of thing changes. You have to keep yourself very agile as a partner or as an entrepreneur. You cannot become very set that this is the way my system or my company runs, because you have to always be flexible enough to be like, okay, we used to work on this system. Now, 6 months later, we are changing our SOPs, we are changing our systems, and now it's going that way. Stubbornness is something that does not work in e-commerce at all. Like you just have to be ready to change a lot every 6 months.
Sure, sure. Thanks, Apurva. I think that builds in a lot of insights. But I would also want to hear from Suchishmita, being someone who has handheld a lot of brands in their growth or success. What will be your advice to the sellers who would want to be with Myntra?
I think I think the first thing first, what Ayushi and Apurva has said. One is be very agile, because yeah, ecom as a business, it's very much it's very much volatile. Okay, things which were very important, relevant 6 months back, it may or may not be. This is the first thing. The second thing is, check your basics. Basics, by basics, we means the inventory, the brokenness, the selection, the pricing, and little bit amount of ad. These five things we always, we call it a growth playbook actually. Set these 4 5 things first, and the growth will come automatically. Okay. End of the day, return is an issue that you need to take care of, because return is the only bucket in your P&L that will leak all your profit actually. Please get your sizes, the product sizes appropriately. We have seen so many good brands, they were not able to make it to the e-com business because of the so much returns. This is the second thing. And three things, yeah, keep shining, keep shining and keep shining. Don't get ever distracted what others are saying. It's your business. You speak to your account manager, you speak to the Myntra dashboards. I think things will get sorted.
Thank you so much, Suchishmita, for sharing the insights from a Myntra perspective as well. Now, as we come to the close of the session, I would request Suchishmita and Ajay to share the overall construct of MynShakti. To everyone who has joined us here, MynShakti is our endeavor to uh, have women sellers grow with Myntra and have a successful journey. We piloted it last year. This is the second time, and we are hopeful to onboard a lot more women sellers and ensure that they have a great growth journey with us. I have with me Ajay, who leads and has been one of the key voices for driving success for MynShakti program, along with Suchishmita, along with other leaders from Myntra who are very dedicated to ensure that this program becomes a success. And without further ado, handing it over to Ajay to take it up.
Hey, hi everyone. Pooja, can you see my the deck that I am
Yes.
presenting?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Ajay. I manage seller onboarding, account management, and product strategy for Marketplace. Okay, let me get into the details of MynShakti, how you can get selected or get or become a part of the program. What are the various documents you need to have, and what is the support we'll provide you through the program. Right? Just a quick brief introduction. Myntra currently has around 25,000 brands. We are serviceable we are serviceable across more than 19,000 pin codes within India. We have more than 70 million active customers on the platform. And coming to the MynShakti program, it's our flagship program to reduce the gender gap in the entrepreneurial cohort. We have initiated MynShakti last year. As other speakers have mentioned, we have successfully nurtured 20 women entrepreneurs last year. And this year, we intend to increase the size of the second cohort to 50 entrepreneurs, right? Just some of the benefits we would provide as part of the program. So we will provide you dedicated onboarding support. There'll be a dedicated POC who will fast track your onboarding. We'll have a multitude of webinars and mentorship programs throughout the program. This will be a 6-month hand-holding program overall. There'll be a dedicated account manager that will be provided. So the paid account managers that we are talking about, we will provide complimentary paid account managers for the first 6 months to help you with your journey in the initial phases so that you can accelerate the 0 to 1 growth. And as the other speakers were mentioning, we will help you with the reports on the partner portal so that you can kind of read the reports and become like self-dependent, right? So these are some of the benefits of the program. Coming to the timelines, we will close the registration for the program on 28th February. So we are currently on 19th February. So please do register through the link that has been given by 28th February. So we will do a basic check of your e-commerce readiness and confirm enrollment by around 4th March. If you did not fill the Sell With Us form that is available on the partner portal, we'll give you an intimation and you'll have to fill it by around 10th March. There'll be a webinar before we get started with the program with further nuances and details to become successful on the platform. That will be on 16th March and we'll be starting with the program on 20th March, right? If you have already filled the Sell With Us form on partner portal, we will get in touch with you and also let you know about the next steps, right? We will not stop your onboarding, but for people who are registering on 28th February, they will get onboarded by 20th March. But for people who have already registered, we'll get back to you on the next steps, right? Like quickly through the readiness checklist, these are like the normal documents that will be required for onboarding on any e-commerce portal. We'll require a valid GST number and a GST certificate. We'll require a authorized signatory signature, a brand logo, full warehouse address to enable the serviceability and pickups. A cancelled check will be required to check your bank account details. And one document that will also be needed to check the IP is a trademark certificate. If you don't have a trademark certificate, we will also accept a indemnity NOC, a PO, or a invoice, right? Which says that okay, you have procured the inventory in the necessary means. Right. So these are certain documents that are required. Nothing special. These are like the regular documents needed for any e-commerce portal. With respect to dry run, Myntra also places certain test orders to ensure that all the onboarding is done seamlessly. So certain infrastructure you'll need includes packaging material, Myntra packaging material, the paper bags, thermal printer for the shipping label. You'll require a barcode scanner. You'll require a normal printer, right? And also you'll require a video management system. So this is to ensure that for any customer claims, you are able to provide the video footage saying that, okay, you have actually packed the right item, right? So these are certain infrastructure that you'll have to keep ready before going live on the platform. Again, pretty much similar to any other e-commerce platform. Only additional thing is this VMS, which is video management system to ensure highest level of customer satisfaction, right? So this is briefly about it. I think now we are open to questions. We can take questions that we have.
So there's
Hello,
a question. what if there's no current account and if the company is a proprietorship?
Uh, Proprietorship accounts also would need a current account.
Hmm.
So we can't onboard using a savings account. So current account is mandatory. So that will be required.
Okay. Another question is a dry run readiness. Will we get these after onboarding?
Sorry, I
Or
couldn't get it.
there's a question on dry run readiness. So will we
Okay.
get the aspects of dry run after the sellers get onboarded?
No, all the infrastructure needs to be procured by the sellers. So they need to procure Myntra packaging bags. They'll need to procure the thermal printer, laser printer, tag loops, all of these, right? So these are like they need to be procured by the seller. So as soon as we confirm about their participation in the program or their eligibility for the program, they can start procuring it before they get onboarded.
Got it, got it. I hope that clarifies to the crowd. Uh, we have another question on what is VMS and how to ensure that small batch skincare has reduced or there is no RTO.
So VMS is like video management system. So one of the common things in e-commerce is certain times the customers claim that they have received wrong or damaged products. So to ensure that the seller is so even if it is returned, this it is of no use to the sellers, right? So to ensure that the sellers uh, get their SPF claim, means the money reimbursed for the wrong product, we need to ensure that the sellers have we need to provide a video footage that the sellers have actually packed the right product in a proper shape, right? Non-damaged product. So that is how that is why we need a video camera at the time of packing. So that is the video management system that we are talking about. So basically you need a CC camera. All of this will be recorded and it will stay in cloud system for like 90 days. And in case of any returns, we ask for this footage, which we can pick it up ourselves. If the footage says that okay, all details are as per requirement, means a proper product was sent in a non-damaged shape, then reimbursement will be given to the sellers. So that is the video management system that we are talking about.
Got it, got it. Another question is if you could give a little more clarity on onboarding process for new brands, specifically requirements around inventory and catalog readiness.
So the usual guardrails that we use is in apparel we require at least 50 styles. So this is required to ensure that the brands actually succeed on the platform, right? So minimum catalog width will require. We also look at if the brands have any history in e-commerce, right? We want to ensure that the brands are e-commerce ready. Uh, Having said that, offline brands also we are okay looking at them, provided that they have a unique customer value proposition, so that can be addressed. So net it is about having sufficient catalog width, e-commerce readiness. If not e-commerce readiness, then maybe a strong customer value proposition. If they have this, they would be eligible to be onboarded on the platform, and they can be part of the MynShakti 2.0 program.
Got it. Ajay, one more question. It's on one brand is going through a name change, which will take roughly
Sure.
60 days. Could they still register for MynShakti 2.0?
Yeah, we can consider, but again, after 60, they will start their journey after 60 days then. That will be like maybe in May, right? After the name change. I would suggest we start it after the name change. But if we say, if we are like, okay, but we can kind of take this question offline. Maybe we can just connect with the founder and see how much time it would take and where are they in that name change journey. We
Sure.
can figure that out. We are open to onboard them now and then maybe change the name after 60 days also, if that is what is needed.
Got it, got it. Yeah, I think we will reach out to them. So we will share
Sure.
our mail ID so that the sellers who have further questions, they can reach out to us. Uh, Another question was on trademark. So is it necessary for the sellers to have a trademark? And what what about the sellers who don't have any at this point of time?
Yeah, so as I also mentioned, we take any of the four documents. One is trademark, one is a indemnity NOC. NOC on the letterhead of the brand, saying that they indemnify Myntra and they own the uh, IP rights, and trademark is in process. That document can be provided. Trademark can be provided, or a valid PO or an invoice can be provided in case of resellers. So any of these four documents work.
Got it, got it. I hope that clarifies for everyone. There are a couple of more questions around the commission for each of the categories and then the payout framework. I think we can take it once we have the onboarded sellers with us and we can have a
Sure.
detailed discussion.
Yeah, so just wanted to mention one thing. So Myntra has recently reduced the commissions. We now have, at least in the entry and mass price points, less than 1,000, the best in class cost of doing business. So I think this should help all the brands to scale to greater heights.
Thanks. Thanks, Ajay. Thank you, everyone. I'll just add in my mail ID so that you can reach out to me and of my team members as well, and we will route it out to the right team to get any of your questions answered. Also, for everyone
Sure.
who has joined, She Commerce is one of our community. Malshri from the Aspire for Her team will give a little more detail. But it's a thriving community of women who would want to be a part of the e-commerce industry. A good part of that is also different women entrepreneurs, and we would love all of you to be a part of that community as well.
Thank you so much, Pooja. Thank you. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, the Myntra team, and Apurva and Ayushi. And we have also shared a few links in the chat for the one is the Google form, interest form. One is the She-commerce Telegram group link. So I just request all of you to please note them down. Or if you miss it, then we'll share it with you separately. With this, we will close the webinar now. I would like to thank all the speakers and guests who've come and taken out the time to give this session. I hope everyone is now clear. If you have any queries, you can connect with the team separately. Thank you so much.
So I've
Thank
added a couple of email IDs, and I think they can also reach out to the Aspire for Her team if they have further
Absolutely.
queries. Yeah.
Yes.
And we can then again have another discussion for getting these answered, or we can mail all the answers to you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Fascinating conversation, fascinating conversation. And I really, really would like to thank Ayushi, Apurva, Shuchishmita, and Ajay. I learned so much in this conversation. And, I was asking myself as, Myntra should be truly an inspiration to us in terms of usage of data. And Ayushi, Apurva, you guys should also be a huge source of motivation to all our entrepreneurs, the way in which you all have built this partnership with trust and with pride. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a
Thank
small poll before all of you leave. We have a small poll for the women entrepreneurs. You will be now seeing it on your screen. Please fill it.
Dre, you're on mute. Are you saying something?
Yeah, we can see the poll. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the webinar. Thank you.
Everybody, bye-bye.
Bye.